Congressman Cory Mills, Republican from Florida, joins me now. Congressman, what should Biden do now?
Well, look, Biden should have gone ahead and provided the necessary weapons and defense and armament that was given under the actual Israeli supplemental to begin with. We should also recognize the fact that in war, whether it was in the Iraq War, whether it was in Afghanistan, or whether it was under the Obama-Biden administration, that these types of unfortunate incidents do occur. This is why we do everything we can to avoid warfare, because we know that the collateral damage and the civilian casualties will increase. We saw this whenever Obama was targeting the Al-Qaeda Arabian Peninsula in the Gulf of Aden, which resulted in collateral damage and many of the Yemeni people losing their lives. And so it's a very unfortunate incident, but we also have to key off on the fact that 2 key Hamas leaders was killed in this strike that was responsible for the October 7th incident that took 1,200 lives. And so what we need to be looking at right now is why has Israel not found a way to try and get the actual hostages released and come to a different agreement? And the reason why is because Hamas continues to hold the hostages because many of them are dead. Many of them have been tortured. We've seen the recent videos, but we have to always make sure, like Benjamin Netanyahu said, almost 1 million people they have evacuated. This is not where they're just completely going in and bombing everything. They are trying to be as methodical, going door to door. And I think that this is the unfortunate part of warfare.
The world seems to have conveniently forgotten who started this mess in the first place. They seem to have forgotten that. Who took the hostages and brutalized the hostages. We've forgotten about all of that. Next one.
And those videos that came out recently were absolutely atrocious, awful, as you may have seen. I mean, the treatment of these individuals. But we have to understand, this is not a war that was brought on by Israel. This is a war that was started by Hamas on October 7th.
Precisely. The Wall Street Journal reports the administration pressed our allies not to confront Iran on their nuclear program. Why are they doing this, Congressman?
Well, this is, again, the Biden administration's appeasement and apology tour for terrorists. They actually did the same thing when it came to delisting the Houthis as a terrorist organization, which has now disrupted 12% of commerce through the Red Sea. They have done nothing to stop this, to impose the sanctions, to stop the oil flow from Iran to China, which is funding all of these types of terroristic activities. And here they are again, not even wanting to. They're going to abstain from the vote as the United States and put pressure on other UN members to not go ahead and apply pressures, even preventing the IAEA from doing their job as nuclear regulators. This gets them closer to a nuclear weapon that they could utilize against Israel, knowing that they want to exterminate Israel as a state. And so, again, this is where Joe Biden has continued to be more apologetic to China, to Russia, to Iran, to North Korea, this geopolitical alignment, this axis of allies, this axis of evil. And we have to be very, very cautious about how Joe Biden is actually emboldening our enemies and our adversaries to do more.
Congressman Cory Mills, thanks as ever for joining us, sir. I hope to see you again real soon. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Varney.